Over the course of the Dan Nicholl Show, we regularly feature sports projects that are making a fundamental difference in people's lives, and they don't make much more of a difference than this. It's the Oliver Kahn Safehub with Amandla Football on the border between Gugulethu and Manenberg. It's a dangerous part of town, and yet football has changed the lives of kids, has made this a safer place, and is having a huge impact on young people in a very tough part of the world.
This Safehub is one of 3 that are fully running. The first one started in Khayelitsha, and this is the second one between Gugulethu and Manenberg. And to be honest, I mean, historically, these 2 communities, they don't interact. That's until a place like this, a safe space, a safe hub, where both kids from both communities can really come in here and express themselves freely and get to learn about each other in an open space.
So we aim to offer a range of activities under various program pillars, arts and culture, sport and recreation, academics and e-learning, and life skills and leadership.
As soon as schools are out, the kids come onto the field is set up, and generally we just give quality after-school programs using a values-based approach for young kids in disadvantaged communities.
So to take on the very best that this safe hub can give us by way of opposition, I've assembled a lethal 5-a-side football outfit made up of some of the finest athletes I could get hold of on extremely short notice. Starting with a man you've seen many times before, he's one of the greatest underwater hockey players we've ever come across. It's Stuart Taylor. Stuart.
How are you, Dan?
We've had you on every season of the show. It's in our contract.
I'm back. It is in the contract.
We know that swimming was just a disaster, so I've gone something with no water. How's your football?
My football, excellent. I'm a great actor, so I think I'll be good.
It's slightly worrying that you assured me that you were doing lots of sport, and yet you took the tag off every single item of clothing you're wearing.
Shh. That's why I took it off, Dan, so they can think I use it regularly. No, it's not. I'm up for it. I'm a little bit worried because this is a very big field, but there's a rolling substitute. I'm not sure what kind of rolling that substitute is going to be doing, but yeah, I don't think they'll really notice if we sneak a 6th player on.
Well, it worked for New Zealand in 7-a-side rugby on a number of occasions.
There we go.
Then somebody does have some football pedigree and was actually one of the finest young footballers South Africa ever saw before the outbreak of World War II sadly curtailed his career. You'll know him as the former CEO of the PSL and the man who brought me down here, Petersen. It's good to have you here.
Thanks, Dan. Nice to be with you, and thanks for being at our safe hub.
And then we figured we needed some muscle. We needed some hard men in the team, some guys who could really drop a shoulder when needed. And so it's the hardest rugby player South Africa has ever produced, Corné Krige, and he's brought a couple of ringers along with him. So is there any football pedigree to speak of?
Not really, no. I can be physical if I have to be there.
Now,
if all else fails.
Our only hope of victory is in our 2 young stars. Introduce me to the up-and-coming footballers here.
Okay, so this is John, he's 10, and this is Peter, who's 8.
So this is the Dan Nicholl Show 5-a-side team. There are 6 of us. We've got a rolling sub. Chances are we'll either be in hospital or sent off before half-time, but it promises to be a lot of fun. Let's hit the field.
Yeah, I love visiting these projects. You drive through these townships and you just see the poverty and I think hopelessness in a way. And you come here and you see how excited these kids are and how skilled they are. So you realise how privileged you were, I didn't have to go into a safe hub to play sport. I just walked out of the schoolyard and onto the field and played my sport. Never worried about my own security, never worried about anything, But yeah, just to give them hope, to have some fun in a really safe environment is just amazing.
Heartbreaking. I had a penalty, cracked under pressure. It's deeply, deeply disappointing. Because you can't anymore take me, sorry.